Where do I even begin? I mean, where do I even begin, man? Let me first start by saying this. Carson Wentz wasn't the problem. Okay? Because I see people on Twitter, in the live stream that just wrapped up. Shout out to everyone that was in the live stream, by the way. Blaming this game solely on Wentz. Was Wentz perfect this game? No, he wasn't. He threw an interception to Logan Thomas that was too high. You can't have that. You can't have that. That was crushing because we just came off of a drive where we scored and we were on our way to get more points. You can't have that. But is Carson Wentz out there blocking for himself? I mean, Sam Cosmi and Charles Leno were getting worked. Aiden Hutchinson 3 sacks on the day. And I already did all of my ranting really in the midst of the game. But I already know, and I say I'm not going to do it, but I already know I am because this just got me charged up. Carson Wentz wasn't blocking for himself. Carson Wentz wasn't out there playing defense, which was atrocious today. The defense was horrible today. Was the offense perfect? No, but they played well enough to win this game. You start off the game 22-0. Is Carson Wentz out there calling the plays? Scott Turner, I don't know what that first half was. It was so bad to the point where I had to question, is Carson Wentz hurt? Because he's not letting them throw it down the field. It's either an outside zone, a screen to Curtis Samuel, something short. It takes you to be down 22 points for you to finally throw the ball down the field. The end zone is not this way. It's not this way. It is that way. You're not going to score touchdowns by going side to side. Go down the field. I thought that's what we brought Carson Wentz in here for, to take the top off of the defense. What did we draft Jahan Dawson for if you're not going to scare him over the top and use his speed over the top? They were playing single coverage the whole game. They had a single high safety the whole game. Why aren't you using the speed that you have with Terry McLaurin, with Jahan Dawson, with Curtis Samuel over the top to kill that man to man zone or man to man that they played? Come on. It takes Scott Turner till we're down 20 points to finally open up the playbook. If that's the case, just put Taylor Heineke in the game if you're going to throw, 2-yard passes, 3-yard passes. What did we get Carson Wentz for? Again, Carson Wentz was not perfect, but also on the same side. Look at the ball to Curtis Samuel into the end zone. Look at the pass to Jahan Dawson. Come on, they did. This offense played well enough. Mind you, this offensive line was terrible today. Terrible. But they still put up 28 points and still found a way to play well enough for this team to win the game. Ron Rivera, what are you doing? You did not need to go for 2 right there. Why? Why? Why did you go for 2 right there? You did not need to do that. That play right there basically put a bow on this loss. Because instead of you scoring a touchdown, kicking a PAT, and being down to 7 points, you go for 2, don't get it, and now you need to score, and then you need to go for 2. It's so frustrating, bro. It's so frustrating because it's the same stuff year in and year out under Ron Rivera and this regime. Jack Del Rio on 3rd and 15. Why are you sending an all-out blitz? Why? Literally, why are you saying? Amon-Ra St. Brown tore us a new one. Couldn't find the answer for him, whether it was through the air, on the ground, on the end around. Tore us a new one. William Jackson, Kendall Fuller, what are we doing? Early in the game, William Jackson in the back of the end zone. How do you fall down? He couldn't have ran nowhere else. All you had to do was stand there and deflect the pass. You fall down and you're out of position. St. Brown rises up and bags you. It's so frustrating, man. It's so frustrating because this defense was just good 2 years ago. Think about it, like 2020, all we said was if we get a comparable quarterback that doesn't mess up the game, that just goes out there, takes care of the ball, make the passes when we needed to, be a game manager, we could win games. And in 2 years, it just does a total 180. Now we're scared to send the defense out there because we know they're going to give up a first down. I mean, we score a touchdown. We can't get excited about it because people in the chat, they said it. We're going to give up a touchdown. And what happens? What happens? I mean, is Jack the Real calling the plays or is it Greg Minuski or Joe Burry? I don't know. I can't tell the difference. Shout out to the Lions, man. Shout out to the Lions. I mean, all game long, I was saying I'm waiting for the Jared Goff mistake. I'm waiting for the Jared Goff mistake that he's just known to make, that he's just going to make. And he didn't do it. 4 touchdowns, no turnovers. What a day from Jared Goff. What a day. Couldn't find a stop for we couldn't find a way to stop their offense. I mean, even on the incomplete pass, the one to DJ Chark in the end zone, it was off the hands of DJ Chark. He dropped it. And then on another play, Jared Goff overshoots his wide receiver. That would have been another touchdown. They could have easily scored 40 on his defense. Jack Del Rio, bro. Like, seriously? It's time to... I talked a little bit about Ron Rivera, but, bruh, there's no reason you need to go for 2 right there. You basically just put us out of the game by doing that. I don't know, bro. I mean, I want to almost say I feel bad for our playmakers on offense because they played well enough to win this game, and the defense just gives up 36. Defense can't stop a nosebleed. I mean, at least Jamin Davis made a couple good plays, right? But my problem is, why is David Mayo in the game on a key 3rd down? You need a stop on 3rd down, 3rd and 2. You have David Mayo in there. I don't care if you thought it was a run. You don't think Jamin Davis can help in the run game, run support? But you put David Mayo in the game and he gets killed by their backup tight end. Anytime you thought it was going to be a momentum shifting thing, Detroit just comes right in and just takes the win right out of it. Right out of it. And you can give credit to Dan Campbell and that team, man. Give credit to their defensive coordinator, Aaron Glenn. You know, when they needed to get a stop at times, they did. Even though the offense played well enough to win, it was times where we left points on the board early in the game, I might add. 22-0. Why did it take for us to be down 20 points for Terry McLaurin to get his first reception? I don't know. But that's on Scott Turner. But again, I already yelled in this video, and I said I wasn't going to do it, but I pretty much did all my ranting during the game, bro. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. And yes, it's only week 2. It's still a lot of season left, but when you play like that, it just seemed like you weren't prepared. You weren't prepared, especially... It's one thing, if your coordinators are doing that, but your head coach makes a boneheaded mistake like that? Not a mistake, but a boneheaded decision. I really want to watch Ron Rivera. I can't wait to watch his press conference, and I already know they're going to hammer him away with, why did he go for 2 there? What did he see? Ron Rivera, we felt good about it. That was a good decision. I really felt good about it. You know, the analytics shows that, you know, you score that touchdown, you take that PAT, now it's a 7-point game. Your defense gets a stop, you have to score. Your defense lets up, you score, and it's a tie game. Your defense gives up a touchdown, what they did. Their defense gave up a touchdown. Our defense gave up a touchdown after we scored. Okay, they give up a touchdown. It's a 14-point game. Instead, now that you don't get the 2, it's a 15, 16-point game, and now you're out of it. Thanks, Ron Rivera. Thank you. And let me not start on Joey Slye. Even after the Ron Rivera 2-point conversion, we still had a semi chance. If Joey Slye makes that PAT, we can go for 2 and possibly still win it. But Joey Slye misses it. Good snap, good hold, and he just misses it. I mean, is it Joey Slye or is it Chris Blewett? Is it Chris Blewett or is it Dustin Hopkins? You might as well re-sign Brian Johnson. At least Brian Johnson won us a game. And then the final thing that bugged me. We're going to have all week to talk about everything else. But the final thing that bugged me was how poorly we handled the 2-minute offense. We weren't moving with no sense of urgency, man. We wasn't. 2 minutes, you trying to score and then get a stop so you can get the ball back. This was my thinking, and anybody with a brain can know that. Washington, go down, score before the 2-minute warning so you can score fast, get your defense the ball back with an extra timeout, with the 2-minute warning being an extra timeout. You now have 4 timeouts, which can leave you with 1 timeout if you get a stop. But no, they want to take their sweet time and score after the 2-minute warning. Now, even if, and I know it doesn't matter now because we never got a stop, but even if you was to get a stop, you have no timeouts left and you're trying to score with just 50 seconds left and the time is running. Instead of just having 1 timeout left, if you would have managed the game with the clock better. If Joey Slye kicks the field goal, we still have a chance to make it. The PAT, and we still have a chance to win. Ron Rivera doesn't go for 2, we still have a chance to win. But boneheaded decisions and boneheaded plays just cost us a loss in Detroit. Now we got to come home and face the Eagles. Same New Year, same stuff. I don't care if it's Mike Shanahan. I don't care if it's Jay Gruden. I don't care if it's Ron Rivera. It's New Year, same stuff. Each and every year. But that's all I have for this video. I pretty much did all my rants in the game stream. But yeah, man, it's me, boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Hail to the Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. See you tonight if you're going to come into the stream for the Bears Packers. I'll be streaming that. If not, I'll catch y'all guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.